Hey Dom, this is Dave Desai. Today I want to get into some pictures that armies were calling dirty, and that's a funny story. I also wanted to talk about what a brand representative said about V and what happened there. And of course I wanted to get into Vogue's director allegedly removing V from his site. So hater or not, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on. Rabbi Dumplings, he's spilling McMurch, and let's get into it. The first thing that I need to get into is the Vogue situation. This got really big and a lot of big fan accounts were quite mad at this turn of events because artists get backlash all the time, and sometimes from things that are completely outside of their control. And it's more so a concern when the brands that work with the artist actually listen to the hate, and this is going to be a big reason why HYBE or Big Hit can take legal action. And I will talk about all that very soon. It was believed that V went to New York to work with Vogue. This is obviously exciting as armies have made edits of V on the cover of Vogue for many years as he's a fashion icon. But now we may have a real magazine cover of this. I can't recall if he has been on Vogue for real before this moment, but this moment is definitely real. Several people who had worked for Vogue had tweeted out the lookbooks and teased a VX Vogue thing. So of course you're thinking, what is the issue here? Well, V on Vogue is a great thing for him, but there's a lot of haters that exist. And in BTS, there's not just haters of the group, but haters of the individual members. So people who just like Jungkook or just like Jin and hate the rest of the members. These are known as akes in Korean, and I don't think such a thing exists with American groups. I think people can not prefer another member of a group, but not wish that that specific member kill themselves or die. But this is a big thing in K-pop. One of the fashion directors of Vogue posted a story and a regular post of V on set for Vogue. Of course, this is to tease the upcoming Vogue issue, and everyone was excited. News sites were posted about it. Soon after, allegedly, the post began to fill with akes who were mostly supporting Jin and other members, and they filled the comment section with hate. I don't know exactly what they were saying, but it is believed online that it was something like V didn't deserve this and that it should have gone to Jin. These were apparently Korean accounts. This got big not only in the comment section on Instagram, but it ended up spreading number 7 in Korean trending, like Vogue protest or something like that. Now this is all alleged by these fan accounts. Obviously I cannot confirm as I don't speak Korean or get Korean trends on my trending tab. But there were definitely a lot of accounts in circulation and people asking each other to report these accounts. I understand not believing a specific artist deserves a specific spotlight because that's your opinion and you can believe whatever you want. You can have your own favorites, but V going on Vogue doesn't take away from any of the other members. Jin can still have a spot on Vogue just in the future. Now a lot of people were concerned because as of recording this, the photo that the director had posted on their Instagram has been removed. It is obviously believed to be because of the comments. However, there's numerous reasons as to why it could have been removed. So I want to say, take it with a grain of salt. Because if the comments were the issue, you can simply shut them off. But it's always a concern when haters attack and suddenly these big corporations act on it and it's no fault of the actual artist. I believe the issue is going to come out and V is still going to get his spotlight. But these are the actions in which HYBE can take legal action. There's definitive proof, especially if they ask the Vogue director and they say, yes, this was the reason that they took down the post because of the hate, then HYBE can go ahead and go after these haters because it caused real life impact. And it caused V to lose out on an opportunity. And ultimately what matters legally, which is money. Meaning this action is actually illegal and people need to reconsider their actions and their words. A lot of K-pop fans don't understand where the line is. They think that they can do anything. They think that they can go as far as they think that they need to. There is no conscience in their head that thinks that maybe this is too far. A lot of them literally flirt with the illegal/legal line and sometimes way past that. The internet lately has been flooded with photos and photo books of BTS. I think this type of content is much easier for HYBE to put out a lot of and also very high profit margins too. It's very easy to come up with a concept, a bunch of professional photos that tell a story, you get your editors to work on it for a week and then release. And it's a very smart business move. Whoever thought to release this type of stuff obviously deserves a raise. Now obviously people were saying that HYBE is money hungry or that they need to get BTS to release more music instead of this stuff, but right now BTS is in a weird place with the military and them doing their solo stuff. BTS releasing these little snippets of videos and photos is really the best thing that they can do to still maintain their success and help keep HYBE going because the main objective of a company that is on the stock market is to please the investors. But that is besides the point here. I wanted to get into the Damajang merch collection. I know I just butchered that pronunciation. Please roast me in the comments. This is their merch collection, obviously, and BTS has gotten very good at making products. They know that they want to make products that appeal to a wider audience and not just just ARMYs, and they did that with this collection. They created headscarves, earrings, a tote bag, and it all has very subtle BTS references. Like maybe it's purple and that's it. So if you're someone who has no idea who BTS is, you can still go up to a person wearing this merch and be like, where'd you get it? As opposed to a more direct merch like a light stick or a BTS poster, which by the way, more subtle BTS fans are opposed to wearing. However, shockingly, the collection itself was not what was talked about all over Twitter. BTS dropped their trailer for the merch line, and it's the boys dressed in the more traditional clothes and then modeling it. People were taking screen grabs of moments from the trailer to show that the boys are showing off their feet. I mean, could the boys have worn some traditional shoes? Absolutely, but they said, we're doing only feets now. I'm kidding. But screen grabs of their feet trended, and it trended under the hashtag #ForFree. So a lot of people, including myself, had clicked on it thinking it was maybe about the free Busan concert coming up, but no, it was shockingly about feet. I can't tell if people are joking or if they really think that feet are private parts or dirty pictures, but everyone who showed their feet was being talked about. So that was Suga, RM, and V. I believe all of their dirty feet pics were trending. I'm kidding, their feet were clean. Private pics and messages seem to be trending a lot lately, and of course concerns over the V and Jennie pictures, whether they're real and if they were hacked from Jennie's phone, is still something that is widely talked about. People are still going online to try to find some sort of real evidence of the two dating, and they would find some things like V and Jennie leaving the airport in New York or Korea recently and talking about how they were wearing the same thing. One thing in particular that was talked about was about their chain bracelet. Of course, in K-pop, if you're wearing the same jewelry, you are dating. I think the idea comes from matching bracelets for couples or if they're sharing the same accessories. Someone messaged a brand to ask about those bracelets. People had identified the specific brand that sold the items. I don't know how ARMY does this, honestly. But they located a famous brand called Found Ray and messaged the customer service rep. Funny enough, the rep actually responded, probably not knowing exactly the reason for the message or knowing how it was going to be screen grabbed and posted on Twitter. But people were also thinking that maybe both V and Jennie were ambassadors of this brand, which is why they were wearing it. But this is not just a small indie brand. They could be indie, but they're pretty big. So I don't think V and Jennie were on set together or wearing it to promote the brand. It could be that Found Ray just sent them the bracelets. But the idols don't represent Found Ray. The rep responded listing both bracelets and named both of them. Turns out they are completely different and not related bracelets. And so this immediately stops the rumors right there. Even if the rumors were true and it's exactly the same bracelet, that still doesn't mean dating. But by going by this logic to assume matching bracelets means dating, then in this case there is absolutely no dating. But what do you think about all of this? What do you think about the private feet pics being trended online? Do you think it's people joking that these are dirty pics, or do you think they're actually dirty pics? And then what do you think about the bracelet on V and Jennie and what the brand rep said? Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out my Patreon for more videos, link down below. Thanks, just leave a comment right here. Love you, bye.